In last video, we talked about some of the flaws of the modern day ideal cosmic perspective. And we also talked about how the thing in the present can be the creator and the thing in the past can be the creation. And the opposite also can be quite true based on the scenario or whatever event or whatever case we're talking about. It depends on that. Well, it might not have made a good amount of sense back then, but as we go, as I said, as we go ahead in these upcoming videos, it will make much more sense. So today we're going to talk about the symmetry and non-symmetry creation of the universe. So first, let's start with the non-symmetric creation of the universe. What is it? What is it? I mean, so when we have to create something, let's say you have to create a ball, let's say. Now there are two ways to connect it. Let's not take example of a ball. Let's take an example of a mango seed. Okay, let's take an example of a mango seed. Now there are two ways to create it. First way is to just do the Thanos method, just snap your fingers and create it like with magic. This is what the non-symmetric way is. The another way is to create the entire universe starting from the Big Bang, then let the universe cool down, forming the stars, forming the solar systems, forming the galaxies. Forming a lot of star systems and forming then the galaxies, and those star systems forming a habitable planet, and then forming the biology, and then forming the microorganisms and all those things, and then forming trees and all of the stuff. And when the trees are formed, then the mango will manifest, and then mango seed is what we have. So there are two ways of creation: created like with a snap, and then otherwise created by creating the universe. Now creating it with a snap is what the creation with non-symmetry is, but to manifest a seed and to do that, creating the entire universe for it, is what the symmetry, the creation with symmetry, talks about. So this is the difference between the non-symmetric creation and symmetric creation. So the non-symmetric creation is it is more like it contains least amount of process. It's just like a magic on it. There's the difference between the magic and the reality is that when we talk about magic, it's a non-symmetric process, and a non-magic, or say reality, whatever you call it, the thing we have to perform the process. There has to be process there. Now when we talk about our universe, it is a symmetry tending universe. It does create everything with highest symmetry. So once an atheist asked God, can you just perform a magic and create a mango seed for me? Well, he doesn't even talk about it. Let's say starting from again, so an atheist asked God, can you create a mango seed? And now the God asked atheist, which way should I create it? A non-symmetric way, the creation with non-symmetry, or high non-symmetry, high symmetry, I'm sorry. So an atheist said that you have to create it with symmetry, then only I will believe that you are God. Now the God asked why. Now an atheist had no reason for that. Why is it that the creation with non-symmetry has to be performed? Then will the atheist an atheist will believe that a God, the person who claims that he is God, is God. Why it has to be that? And the non-symmetric way and the symmetric way, both are the processes. The main thing is the fruit. So why there's no reason for an atheist to prefer to be partial towards the non-symmetric way and not the symmetric one. So it's just about the creation. So this is how the non-symmetric and symmetric tending creation differ. When it created with symmetry, it has to be like the reality. In reality, we always create things in a symmetry tending way, and in non-symmetric way, it's just like you created it. Even in the quantum form, if you have heard about it, a lot of universe just pop out of it, just like non-symmetric creation. In the quantum world, the creation is non-symmetric, and that is why the physics failed there. Now let me tell you what physics is. The physics is just our observation of the world, of how the universe works. And how the universe works in a way that it creates everything with highest symmetry. So something that is applicable here is applicable, like trillions of light years away from us. It's even applicable the same way there. This is the symmetry of the universe. So again, when to talk about symmetry, the symmetry, talk about symmetry, everything has to be creating symmetry tending way in our universe. This is how our universe works. But when you talk about the quantum scale, it's when I said that our universe is symmetry tending universe, I did not say that our universe is only symmetry tending. It does also give that non-symmetric creation, and that happens at the quantum scale. At the quantum scale, the things work out in a way that we have to say that we have to give probability, because even physics can't say what value quantum is going to take. This is the non-symmetric creation. So point to point, let's say non-symmetric creations are taking place at a quantum level, which itself shapes the entire universe. Now when you talk about the Big Bang, a Big Bang is even the non-symmetric creation. So the highest non-symmetric creation ever happened in the history of the universe was the Big Bang itself, the creation of the universe itself. So yeah, so it's the non-symmetric creation of the universe. Now when we talk about the Big Bang, so it was the very it was a point where the creation was non-symmetric, and after that the symmetry tending universe was created. It was that exact point of the Big Bang, and that's why the highest non-symmetry thing ever happened in the history of our universe. Now when you talk about the symmetry of the universe, at the quantum scale, the symmetry breaks. The physics has nothing to say about it. And so this is so when you talk about so let's say we have some fundamental constants of our universe. These fundamental constants have a particular value. So let's say the value of pi, one of the fundamental constants of our universe. The value of pi is something like 3.142. Now if some people say that the universe has been created by chance. Now the value of pi, as I said, if it was 3.143 a second after this, if it goes to 3.143, let's say 10 seconds after this, then there's going to be a disruption. Why? Because when you talk about the electromagnetic force formula, there's a pi in denominator, and it is going to change the universe. So it is not that something happened during the Big Bang and it's just work done. I will say every single second the universe is choosing a particular value. Every time the non-symmetric creation is being made. every single second, every single Planck second. A Planck second is the smallest unit of time. So every single Planck second, even the creation is creating something with high non-symmetry, which decides the fate of the universe. Even now, the values are maintained. So our universe is a symmetry tending universe, which has been created by assembling the tiny non-symmetries. So the symmetry and non-symmetry of universe, is what really gives us an idea about the creation. But what the creation is, understanding the science of the creator and creation has to do a lot with the symmetry and non-symmetric creation, because then is when you understand what the reality is. Because in the universe we are used to only see the symmetry tending creation, and we don't see what is non-symmetric creation and how the universe itself work. So how the universe manifests the things and how it happens with non-symmetric creation, what the symmetry tending creation has a role to play in it. We're going to discuss it in the next video. So for this video we learned about a lot of things about symmetry tending universe, about non-symmetry tending universe, about the quantum level at this non-symmetric tending creation takes place. A lot of things are really well discussed in my book, The Next Level Observer Effect. Go check it out, the book, my new book, The Next Level Observer Effect. It's available on Amazon and various marketplaces worldwide. In the next video we're going to talk more in detail about the symmetry and non-symmetric creation of the universe, something which is very essential to understand for the upcoming videos even. Yeah, meet you in the next video.